Hey friends, today I'm going to do a recap of the hour-long live training we did yesterday on the 5 secrets for recruiting, and the gist of it was how do we make recruiting an enjoyable process for both you and the potential business builder that we have. So I'm going to do a recap on what's hard when it comes to recruiting for most people, why people resist network marketing business opportunities in the first place, and then I'm going to show you the five things you need to do in order to overcome that. And I'm hoping also it'll give a little bit of a mindset shift, which I think is really really helpful. So I'm going to draw a little bit here. Oh, if you want the actual webinar, I'm going to go over all the language for the 5 secrets because I'm not going to have so much time to do it here. So just go ahead and comment webinar in the comments, and we'll make sure we get you the link. If you are listening to this on the Sales Journey podcast, just join the group that's in the intro and the outro, and shoot us a message, and we'll make sure we get that over to you. Okay. So, and if you guys want to add to the conversation in the comments, of course, that's great too. But if you want the full webinar, write webinar, we'll get it to you. Okay. So, the first thing that we want to look at is what's hard, right, for network marketers. And then another thing we need to look at is why do potentials resist? And when we can like make it enjoyable for you guys and then make it enjoyable for the potential, then we are in good shape, right? We're so much closer to a yes. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so what is hard for us, right? Like the network marketer distributor, looking for people, right? Like just the networking piece of it. Another thing that's hard is we need to increase the amount of customers so we have more people to invite to the business opportunity. Just doing the invite. Some of the people that we had really shared that they would just procrastinate, right? And they had like this underlying fear of rejection, but that kind of didn't make sense because when they actually made the call, it worked out well. I'm curious if this relates with you. And I mean, I think there's some other stuff like just what do I even say? Right? It just all comes out like super jumbled. So that's what's hard for the network marketer distributor. Let's now talk about why potential business builders resist so that we can turn it on its head. So they might have some weird view, right? They don't want to be one of those people, right? Like think used car salesman, always on. Maybe they think they can't be good at it. Maybe they just don't understand. Maybe they had a bad experience. And then a lot of them are just offshoots of that thing. And so fool me once, shame on you. Fool me every day, shame on me. And so what we want to do is we want to flip this. If we know that these are the reasons that people resist, we want to just make sure that we have a simple process that gets these out of the way, right? That doesn't seem weird, that doesn't make people think they're going to have to be one of those people, that they actually can see themselves doing, that they understand, and that's a good experience. What people want from leaders, I guess this is just like a separate little thing, is trust, compassion, stability, and hope. This is what the research that Gallup has said on what people want from a leader. And so we want our process to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and get into the 5 secrets that allow you to be able to do this. Let's do blue. I like that color. Okay. So what are the 5 secrets? Number 1 is set up an appointment. Don't recruit on the fly, right? Don't go in with, hey, do you want to do the business? Do you, right? Like we need to ask them something like, I don't want to make any assumptions. Would you like to know how to earn money or get free product with this company? And then actually set up a conversation. Most of us will spend 20, 30, 40 minutes to have a conversation with people about products. And that's like just $150 or $100 order. We're asking them if they want to like do work and start a business. And so taking the time to do that is going to improve the trust, compassion, stability, and hope. Number 2, and like I'm just going to make a line here because these are the next 4 are the things that we would do inside the appointment. Number 2 is give an agenda. So let them know exactly what you're going to go over and remove the pressure. Right? With something like, whatever you decide, I just want to make sure you're making the most informed decision. Whatever you decide is okay with me. That'll release some of the tension. It's more empowering for everyone involved. And it's more likely to, like when people are in that space, they're more likely to move to a positive decision. Number 3 is gain input before you launch into your spiel. What we want to make sure we do is we ask them some questions about maybe why are they interested in this? What do they already know about network marketing? Things like that. So we want to make sure that we listen. Again, remember, we're trying to increase trust, compassion, stability, and hope. We want to use simple language, especially with compensation, and focus on how they start. And I'll talk about this in tip 5 when it comes to compensation. So most network marketing companies have various ways of compensating people, up to hundreds and thousands of dollars per year. And I think a lot of people hesitate to recruit because they don't know exactly how to explain that. It's kind of far off. And that, right? Like then it becomes really overcomplicated. And so what we really want to focus on when it comes to compensation is just asking people, do you want a simple explanation of how compensation is when you start, or do you want, the super detailed version? 3/4 of people are going to say the simple version. And so you can just let them know how they get paid when they're acquiring new customers and go from there. And that's fine. So we want to use really, really simple language. And if you need help with this language, just write webinar, and we'll get you a copy of the entire training where I give you some language for compensation. And then make it simple to start is number 5. Right? Focus on launch event only. Right. And then they can see how it goes. So the goal in this recruiting appointment is to have them schedule a time where they invite maybe their top 5 to 10 people, and then see how it goes. And then they can make a decision after if they want to continue to do that or if this is a good fit for them. So those are the 5 secrets. We want to set up an appointment. We want to give an agenda and remove pressure. Gain input, simple language, and simple to start. If you want the language for all of this, just write the word webinar in the comments, and we will make sure we get a copy of the full training over to you where I put up slides with all the language and everything. So I hope this is helpful. If you guys need anything, if you want to talk about coaching or masterminds or anything to help you to get to full-time income with your network marketing business, just let us know. We're here to help. And I hope you guys have a great day.